My friends, can you feel the shadow spreading? Humans are approaching, with their machines that devour the earth. They destroyed my secret paths and polluted the rivers. Their fires light up the night like hungry eyes.
We can no longer run away. War is imminent. We must join forces. May the winds carry our call to the wolves and the birds. The battle against the intruders begins at dawn.
To defend our kingdom for the eternal forest.
Our souls are with you. They accompany you.
What are these creatures?
Specters from hell. May the gods be with us.
Death is at our door. You are the last line of defense before hell.
The survival of our kingdom depends on the bravery of these men.
The gods have spoken to us. They said it would be a memorable day. We are ready to fight.
We are ready to fight.
This kingdom will soon be ours. Destroy everything. Kill the Guardian.
In the hidden recesses of ancient forests and eternal mountains lived a people forgotten by time, the Guardians. These beings were half human, half beast, powerful figures with long black hair, adorned with the twisted horns of majestic goats or stags. The robust men watched over their kingdom, while the fierce and graceful women wove the bonds of community. Together, they formed a harmonious realm, protecting the nature that had given them birth. The ancient trees whispered their secrets, the streams sang their praises, and the winds carried their oaths of loyalty. But one day, at the twilight of a pale moon, shadows emerged from the abyss, specters shrouded in long black robes, their hoods swallowing all faces, glided like ghosts across the snow, armed with heavy maces. They advanced inexorably, driven by a dark hunger. The Guardians felt the thrill of danger creep through their sacred woods. As dawn broke, the realm vibrated with triumphant energy. The Specters had been driven back, their essence dissipated by the Guardians' united strength. The trees, once bent, stood tall and strong. The mountains seemed to roar with victory. The Guardians, invincible in their harmony with the earth, emerged stronger, their horns gleaming with a new light. Gathered around an ancient sacred fire in a sunlit clearing, they celebrated their victory by invoking an ancestral ritual. The stag-horned warrior and the woman with eyes of fire traced sacred spirals across the ground, calling upon enchanted spirits to regenerate the world. The Guardians expanded their realm, merging with other forgotten peoples, river Dryads and Stone Giants. Together, they erected circles of menhirs, where Celtic magic flowed like honey, protecting not only their lands, but also neighboring kingdoms from any future threat. The forests blossomed into enchanted labyrinths. The mountains became natural fortresses, and nature, at peace, enveloped her children in an eternal cycle of growth and harmony. In the eternal mists of the ancient forests, where the Guardians had sealed their victory against the black-robed Specters, a new chapter was beginning. The celebratory rituals, with their dances punctuated by horn drums and guttural chants, had attracted the attention of neighboring peoples. The nascent alliances with the Dryads and the Stone Giants were not mere pacts. They were the weaving of a shared destiny, a magical tapestry that strengthened the barriers against the creeping shadows.
A troop of guardians enters the awakened grove.
Deep within the enchanted forest, the Guardians, guided by their shaman Eloin, reached the waking grove. Sylvana, a slender dryad, greeted them with suspicion, but after hearing the tale of the battle against the Specters that corrupted the land, she accepted the alliance. The Guardians offered their strength to defend the groves, while the Dryads shared healing sap elixirs. Together, they erected a living circle of protection, and Sylvana linked her spirit to Eloin for telepathic communication. strengthening the forest against the shadows.
You are very far from your kingdom, Guardians. Why?
In the jagged mountain peaks, the Guardians confronted Granther, the colossus of living rock, after a test of strength and wisdom moving an enchanted monolith. Using Celtic magic, Granther revealed that specters were eating away at the Earth's veins. An alliance was forged. The Guardians would lend their agility to explore the crevices, and the Giants their power to fortify the circles. They created animated stone sentinels, and Granther gifted Thorn, the Guardian warrior, with a power-amplifying crystal, allowing him to shatter the spectral barriers more effectively. With these alliances, the cycle of growth and harmony intensified. The United People's Guardians, Dryads and Stone Giants formed a magical triumvirate, where Celtic magic mingled with the essence of the woods and the solidity of the rock.
The Dark Specters are reforming, their strength tenfold.
But whispers persisted. Other peoples, like the river spirits or the sky nomads, felt the call of the gods.
In the eternal mists of ancient forests and jagged peaks, the Guardians had forged sacred alliances with neighboring peoples, the Dryads of the verdant woods, the Stone Giants, the River Souls, and the Sky Nomads. These unions, sealed by Celtic rituals around rune circles, prepared them for an inevitable war against the creeping, whose dark whispers heralded a massive assault. Under a stormy sky, the battle erupted like primal thunder. The Guardians charged, horns lowered, cutting through the spectral ranks with fury. Blood and shadow mingled in a raging chaos. But the Specters were legion, their black forms multiplying like an endless tide, overwhelming the Guardians' lines despite their bravery.
There are too many of them. We need reinforcements.
They summoned their allies with a runic call. The Dryads, the Stone Giants, and the River Souls answered the call.
secret recesses of ancient forests and eternal mountains, the Guardians had triumphed. They had repelled the black specters, those shadows from hell. The Guardians returned home, their footsteps echoing like a song of return to their roots. In the hidden glades of their kingdom, they reunited with their families, embracing their wives and children with profound joy. The kingdom vibrated with a renewed peace. The ancient trees spread their branches in triumphal arches. The streams murmured praises, and the winds carried the fragrance of blossoming flowers. For a time, harmony reigned, a cycle of rest after the storm.
The shaman felt dark vibrations coming from the depths of the earth.
We need to go see what's happening over the Misty Mountains. That's the trolls. Larry.
But deep within the mountains, far in the dark caves where sunlight dared not penetrate, a new peril was awakening. Trolls, those misshapen giants born from the bowels of the earth, masters of the dark caverns, began to emerge. Their skin rough as stone, their eyes gleaming with an ancient hunger, they ravaged the mountainsides, tearing the roots from sacred trees and trampling pure springs, threatening to shatter the fragile balance. Alerted by the tremors of the earth, the Guardians gathered once more around an ancient circle of menhirs, invoking Cernos for guidance. But this time, the answer was a call to action, a vision of confrontation in the wooded heights, where the bestial strength of the Guardians would clash with the earthly brutality of the trolls.
Barely back home, our warriors, our men, must already leave again to defend the kingdom and their families.
dusk, the battle erupted. The trolls burst from the rocky fissures, their massive fists like boulders shattering ancient tree trunks. The Guardians, agile and united, charged with the fury of rutting stags and the cunning of mountain goats. One by one, the invaders crumbled, their bodies melting into the earth like rocks eroded by time. Victorious, the Guardians emerged from the shadows of the mountain forest, their wounds healing at the touch of sacred springs.
I feel complete with you.
And I with you.
Let this moment last forever.
Forever in your arms.
The kingdom, purged of this threat, flourished stronger, the caves sealed by eternal roots, and the vanquished trolls transformed into statues, inert guardians of the depths. So, the cycle continued. Nature, defended by strength and harmony, enveloped her children in a watchful peace, ready for future trials.